All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy January 21st. It is a big day in our household. We now have an official 21-year-old. To think that we have a 21-year-old and then we have a newborn that's coming in June. Think about that grouping of age. So it's really, really crazy. But it's Larissa's birthday today. She has no idea, but we have all of her friends coming over, and then I rented a party bus. And then, okay, so put yourself in a group chat with 20 and 21-year-olds. Okay, do that today. Have fun with it. I literally wanted to puke. And I'm like, the grammar, the words, I'm like, how do I decipher all this? And they're like, can we drink? I'm like, yes, you idiots. Of course, it's a party bus. And then it's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, if anybody comes with pajamas that are black and red checkered, you're not going on this bus. So I said, make sure you dress like a human being. But I told them, I was like, this group chat, I hate it already and I want to puke. But nonetheless, I'm so excited about my daughter's birthday. We're going to go and have some fun. We're going to go to Oz. She loves Korean barbecue. So we're going to go up to Sacramento, have some fun. So I get to be in a party bus with a bunch of 20 and 21-year-olds tonight. So thrilled for that. But it's cool because my mom gets to watch Silas. My mom now lives 15 minutes away. She gets to stay with baby. She got all our new furniture. She got her new rug yesterday. I'm going over to hang pictures later on today. And it's just an exciting time for our family. So you guys, coming to you alive, coming to you well, coming to you ready to deliver value for this amazing group. So let's do this. First off, we have a guest, Nishant. If I'm saying that right, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up if I'm saying that right. My man, where are you dialing in from?
Hayward.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here. My hope is this, that you take one thing that you can apply in your life, business, health, and relationships from these calls. If you get more, wonderful, but I'm just hoping that you get one thing from this session. So let's kick this thing off. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Alexis. Alexis, can you hear me? Couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis. I'm going to turn it over to you, my friend. Take us out on the field and share with us your thoughts and your sentiment on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Let's go. Ashley, do you not know that line from Kanye West? You don't know? Ashley was like, what is that? Demian knew. Kelly knew. Let's go, Alexis. Share with us your thoughts, sentiments, and bring us out on the field on this beautiful, amazing morning.
I can't believe you put me out on the spot like this, Elias. I don't even know what to start with.
All right, do your thing. Do your thing, my friend.
It's a beautiful, what's today? Wednesday, y'all.
It's beautiful.
I'm with my friends right now. I'm on a trip and we're all turning 30 this year. And it's just an amazing year for me. I just feel like, this journey this year is going to be big, and I just hope everyone has a fruitful year like I am. I think we're all about focusing, keeping on going. Eliza, I always remember what you say. It's like, what's going to move the needle today? So I wake up and that's what I think of it. Especially like, what's going to move the needle today for my business, just for my life, personal life. And so, yeah.
I love it. And thanks for stepping up, my friend. You had no other choice, but I appreciate you being here. And I'm curious to know where you guys were when you were turning 30. I remember I had a nerdy 30 birthday party, nerdy 30. And I remember I was still deep in my drinking days, but had some fun. But man, have I grown since then. I have grown since then. So I appreciate you, Alexis. And let's get rolling, you guys. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about, the market, nuances, patterns, conditions. We could spend some time there today, but what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys do a group exercise. It's been a minute since I put you in a breakout room, so we're going to kind of shake this up today. We're going to have some fun. You guys are going to work in your little pods, and we're going to come back in this room, and then we're going to talk about that. And so, first and foremost, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a prompt. You guys are going to take that prompt and you're going to put it in your ChatGPT. And then what you're going to do is you're going to discuss what is happening from those articles, meaning that it's going to give you a list of local articles once I give you this prompt. What I want you guys to determine is, what are you guys going to take from that prompt and what are you guys going to actually post about? You see, that style of content is working very, very well right now. So taking an article that we find that you guys are going to get from your ChatGPT, and then you guys are going to talk about it. We're like, oh, I'm going to take that one. Oh, I want to take that one. Oh, I like that one. And then share with the group what you guys found. Also, what we're going to do in our groups is we're going to talk about our marketing plan for just February. Okay, it is January 21st. Then listen, Each of you need to be thinking about your marketing campaign for February. It's the month of love. It is Valentine's Day. What are you doing? Do you have pop buys? Do you have cool things you're going to be doing? Do you have chocolates? Do you have hearts? Whatever it is. I want you guys to have clarity because we're right around the corner from February. And so what I want us to do is those two things. We're going to talk about the local market. I'm going to give you a prompt that we can pull up some really cool stats, some figures, and some great articles. Two is what is your marketing plan that you are going to commit to for the month of February? And I want you guys to talk about ideas. I want you to throw ideas out. So it's easier to do it when you're in a group of 5 versus a group of 30 or more. So we're going to do that. But before we get rolling, before we actually go into our breakout rooms, I wanted to ask you guys, is there any challenges that you are facing right now? Anything that you're up against? Any walls that you have faced over the last week or so that you want to discuss here to share and hopefully work through some of those challenges? I want to give you guys the mic, the opportunity to share any challenges that you're facing right now. And my hope is that you get a answer or you get some thoughts or you get some dialogue on how to best overcome that challenge. So let's go, Deep Bledsoe. I appreciate you throwing your hand up first. Let's roll.
Yeah, man, these buyers are just dragging their feet in the month of January on me. I see it's not across the board as people are getting clients in the contract, but it's been a little hard encouraging people to write offers this month. So yeah, that's a challenge I've been up against.
Yeah, and what is the feedback from the consumers? Are they just fearful? What's going on with them? What have you heard?
Yeah, but homes aren't right because of low inventory, or the classic line, "I'm not in a rush." That type of jazz.
Okay, so do you have a client that you've showed multiple homes to in the last 30 days?
Oh yeah, multiple.
Do you have any of those homes that have gone pending?
Yes.
Yeah, so what I would start doing is, particularly for these tough clients, I would build yourself just an Excel spreadsheet of all the homes that they went and saw, the pending and pending amount, and see if any of those homes are over asking price, and start to just share that data with them. Hey guys, I know that you're not ready yet, but I want to share some data with you because it's important that we keep an eye on that. You remember that house that we saw on Main Street that was listed at 700? Well, I talked to the listing agent and they're actually in contract for 730. So that's going to create a new benchmark for us in that part of Oakland. This house is doing this house is doing this, and just keep them aware. Aware. And my hope is that data creates some sense of urgency, but also sometimes just they just need a little bit more patience and a little bit more time.
You're right. That's game. Thank you.
You got it. Let's go, Stephanie. What do you got for us, my friend?
I'm seeing a lot of multiple offers on properties. It's getting really competitive. I had a bunch of buyers that were shopping, and I started getting kind of nervous because I didn't have any contracts or any buyers actually going into contract, and they all hit at once. But after multiple negotiations, multiple offers being submitted, we're seeing a lot of activity now. There's a lot of buyers out there. We lost one in Pittsburgh to a cash buyer. So, there's some cash buyers out there, and it's starting to get really competitive. So the market is definitely heating up.
Yeah, I love this. Anybody else? Oh, go ahead, Alexis. Thank you, Stephanie.
I think same as step 2, working with a buyer right now. This could be like our 5th offer out in San Francisco. I think the houses that are like less than $1 million are super competitive. I think one home that we offered in had like 11 offers, and we were like maybe 9 or 10. So really competitive.
Yeah. In that situation, what are you doing to just keep your clients engaged, keep them, happy, keep them still in the fight? What are you doing?
I think just being transparent with them, letting them know that, with the price point that we have that's less than $1 million, the competition is going to be a little tough. But also, I think they're being realistic with themselves too, seeing like it is going to be tough for us, but that they're getting a feel of the market right now, and so we're trying to make the best and strongest offer. We're making offers with no contingency now. We're putting in 20% instead of before where we were at like 10. So they're coming in a little bit tougher with their offer to hopefully, or stronger with their offer to hopefully get us to the top, and hopefully even a chance to even get countered at that point.
Yeah, it's a really and it's hard for them at first when they see that sticker price. They don't realize it. Like we have to really slow down and educate them and let them know that it's all a strategy. It's a strategy from the listing agent to get the highest amount from us as buyers. And so it's hard for them to understand that strategy sometimes, especially some of these people move from markets that are transparent priced. We're not. And so it's like being able to explain that and being able to make sure that they're okay with that and making sure that they're going to have to go over. And sometimes it's a non-contingent situation and that's scary. And so I appreciate that, Alexis. Let's go Ashley and let's go Christina. Ashley, what do you have for us, my friend?
I just wanted to offer a possible solution, especially if multiple counter offers. A lot of people like that house. And most of the time, your client's stuck on a price point when they should be they're really stuck on a payment. And so what I'm seeing work, because the listing agents are still open to putting together a strategic offer, is if on an FHA loan, for instance, you can ask for a 6% credit. You can use that fully for the rate, and then you can up the purchase price by that 6% as long as you feel like it will appraise, and in a lot of cases it is. And so by structuring it differently, we can usually get anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 extra in purchase price net for the seller and still make the buyer happy with their monthly payment. So we create that win-win. And so it's really important you just tell your clients, don't get stuck on the price. Let's get stuck on the payment and let's talk to a lender, get them involved and see what we can move around to make sure we can try to present a win-win for the seller.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. Let's go. Christina, you are up next, my friend.
Yeah, hey guys, I was just going to add on to that is make sure that when you're submitting these offers, especially in multiple offer situations, having your lender call the listing agent and making that contact. Sometimes, even though if they don't answer, sending a text message, and because I know what happens a lot of times, us as a lender, we'll call the listing agent, they don't answer, send a text message because I'm sure their phone's blowing up in multiple offer situations. But introducing yourself, many times the listing agent will call, and providing that security, that confidence that, hey, here's my lender. My lender will let you know we are approved. We've already verified everything. We've gone over payment scenarios with the clients. Because one thing to also make sure the listing agent knows that the lender has gone through the numbers with the buyer. The buyer is not going to get cold feet 2 days in because then all of a sudden they get a sticker shock because there wasn't transparency. So giving that confidence will allow your offer to stand apart from the rest, because it may be that, a lot of lenders aren't reaching out and they're not doing that extra step to add that confidence. So if you want to stand out, you do have to think outside of the box and do those types of things to at least get a counter, right? And at least continue that conversation going.
Really, really powerful. Really powerful. Anybody else have a contribution, thought, insight, or any type of dialogue that they want to add to the conversation and or an additional challenge that you guys are experiencing in the market right now? And I think that challenge in the market conversation with your consumer, I think that's really important, especially if somebody has been on the fence. I think a really good question to ask people is tell me a little bit about the challenges that you've been experiencing in the market. And we can hear that consumer out. Then what we can do is we can provide a solution. We can provide a prescription. You see, each of you are doctors, and we want to make sure that we are prescribing a solution. So really quick, before we get into our exercise, I wanted to bring a scenario up for you guys. And let me just pull up a calculator because your boy loves math. So what I want to do is I want you guys to really look at your efforts of prospecting, because oftentimes what I'll hear people say is like, yeah, I'm going to go in the office and I'm going to make calls. Good. I love that. I appreciate that. Well, let's take everything up a notch, and I want to focus on a 4-to-1. I'm going to share my screen here, and I just want to do some simple math for everybody on this call, because you know how I like to give some scenarios and frameworks. So here's what I want you guys to think about. Let's say that you're going to go into the office and you're going to make calls, or whether you're going to be at home and this is your power hour. You've got your food, you've got your drink, you've got your scripts, and you're just ready to go. Get fired up. You're going to open up your database and you're going to start firing off calls. Well, let's say that you commit to 20 calls every single day, and we're going to do that for the week. We can do 20 calls for the week. All right, just stay with me. If you want to do 5 days, do 5 days, but I'm going to do 7 days. Well, that's 140 calls that I made for that 1 week. That's a pretty good amount of calls, but here's the reality. We know this. Not everyone's going to answer the phone, right? The chances are of you making 20 to 25 calls, the chances of somebody picking up the phone, it's really, really slim. Now, maybe get a couple people to answer. Here's what I want you to focus on in this next month is I want you guys to go for a 4-to-1 effort. What I mean by that, if I take this 140 times 4, and that equals now 560 attempts for the week. And now I'm going to times that by 52 weeks in the year. So stay with me on this. Okay. That's 29,120. Here's the reality of this number. When you call somebody and they don't answer the phone, it's okay. Don't move on to the next one. Text that person. So call them. Tom, I was just calling you because I noticed you looked at 123 Main Street. I'm setting up tours today and tomorrow. What time you want to go take a peek? He didn't answer. You left him a voicemail. Well, then you send that same text message. And then you go into your database and you send that same email. Subject line, 123 Main Street, house on the hill, house with a pool. Tom, I'm setting up my VIP tours for today and tomorrow. What time you want to go take a peek? You send that out in an email. And the last one, my friends, the last one. Tom, hey, it's Elias. Just sent you a message. I wanted to let you know that I'm setting up my VIP tours for today and tomorrow. I saw that you looked at 123 Main Street. What time you want to go take a peek? So you have 4-to-1. So now you have 29,180 attempts, and you did that every single time. So you do a 4-to-1. That 4-to-1 exercise, I promise you, is going to put you in the best position to have more conversations. You're going to get more people raising their hand, telling you to fuck off, getting engagement, whatever the case is. I promise you, it will heighten it. But what we most of the time do is we'll call, I'll send a couple text messages, I'll send a few emails, but you should do a 4-to-1 every single time we get into our database. And I promise you, this is not a theory. You guys will find opportunities. Kelly, you have your hand up. Ms. Hilker, let's go over to you really quick. What do you got for us, my friend?
So when you leave the message, you are saying, so-and-so, I saw you looked at 125 Haight Street and I'm setting up appointments for Saturday and Sunday. Which one works for you? That's what you're saying on the voicemail?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Just confirming. Thanks.
Yep. Like literally, let's stop dancing around it. I'm seeing so much language to where we're dancing around it, right? Hi, yep. Have you seen any homes that maybe you want to go take a peek at? Like, let me know. You know how I feel about this, you guys. Straight for the jugular. I'm seeing this. I want to set up with this VIP tours for today and tomorrow. What time do you want to go see it? And then that same message, voicemail, text message, and then, wow, this video. This person's adamant about getting in touch with me. Why? This market is moving very fast. And when the market is moving fast and it's competitive, like our lenders were sharing, like some of you were sharing, what's going to happen is that those houses that were competitive and had multiple counters, that means that listing agent is bidding against those offers. They are playing those offers and they are shopping those offers. So when the listing agent shops those offers, what are they going to do? They're going to drive that price up. Well, when that $700,000 home closes, guess what? We have a new benchmark for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in that community. And so what is happening is it's driving prices up. And the more competition, it drives our prices up. And so if I'm acting with a sense of urgency and sending you 4 messages, God damn it, it's because I believe that we need to act before you get priced out of the market. That's why I'm sending you 4-to-1. Jeff, what do you got for us?
Hey, just a quick question. I get the 4-to-1 text, email, video. Are you texting the video? So you're texting a text
or just within the database. It's a lot of our agents have it set up in the database. They can just drop a video from Follow-Up Boss. But if you don't have that functionality, we won't confuse it. Just text them the video. You can just text the video. It's in one. So the text message is the exact thing that you said in the video. Hey, Tom, just sending you this video. I saw that you were looking at 123 Main Street, setting up my VIP tour. So today and tomorrow, what time you want to go take a peek?
Yeah. I was thinking, a little bit of a text synopsis and then the video all together. Something along those lines that piques their interest, at least from a written word standpoint. But then the video has much more powerful. So
that's right. Good stuff, you guys. All right. So here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm seeing work right now. And I want to encourage you guys to start making some carousels. If you're in intensity, you're probably doing some of this stuff. But what I want you guys to do is I'm going to drop a video right now in the chat. Let me grab this video really quick. I'm going to grab this video. When you guys have a moment, watch this video and let me get it. Boom, bam. All right, cool. So here is a thought for you guys on some content that you guys can create moving forward. Now, I'm going to put it in the chat below. when you have a moment, come back to this and watch this. Now, what I'm going to do is, and that's not the actual link. Hang tight, you guys. Hang tight. What I want to do is I'm going to put us in our breakout rooms. And what's cool about this is I'm going to give you a really good prompt. And I'm going to copy this. Boom, bam. Now, here we go. Okay, cool. Now we got it. Because that one was just a Slack message. All right, so here's a cool reel. It talks exactly about what I want to cover today. So in your group exercise right now, I'm going to give you a prompt, and the prompt is very, very simple. Don't worry about remembering this. I'm going to put this in the chat down below. Copy, paste, boom, bam, we're in. What I always want to do is I want to put you guys in the best position to win, but I want to reduce the amount of time it takes you to think of things. Oftentimes, if you guys are thinking too much about something, you get to a place sometimes where you think too much and then you don't act. I want to remove all that. I want to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So I put the prompt down below, and here's what we're going to do. Each of you are going to run your own, and you guys are going to go to a breakout room in a second. Please provide me a list of most relevant articles about the city of Berkeley you would enter your city and your area in the last 2 weeks about real estate, new restaurants, shops, and events that I could use to make viral content for Instagram. You see, I want you to follow that formula because what's going to happen is you're going to get some really, really good, rich content. And let's just take a quick look at this. This one is the Condo and Development Buzz. A prolific Bay Area real estate investor has submitted plans to replace Berkeley's school site with market rate condos, signaling renewed housing development interest in the city's core. Perfect for what's next in Berkeley live/work. Shit, that's an article that I want to read. Even that header right there, a prolific Bay Area real estate investor has submitted plans to replace Berkeley's school site and market rate condos. That's good stuff, you guys. You're going to see some market trends. Now, obviously, I just put in there. But look at this. I had no idea. I didn't know that the Cheese Board Collective is expanding. That's pretty cool. That's a cool place to go and visit. New spots and trending local eats, like what's happening. Evergreen Cafe, Binge Coffee House, Hopscotch Chicken, Middle East Cafe, Abalesco, whatever that name is. But the point is you guys are going to get so much cool stuff. Events and local happenings. Book and wine trivia night. I had no idea. Lively adult event and book society. Sounds kind of cool. So the point is that I want you guys to get some ideas. You guys will have your ideas for viral content, what to do with this stuff. And so what I want you guys to do is I want us to spend 15 minutes at a breakout room. You guys are going to run your chat, and then you guys are going to discuss it. And then each of you are going to choose one thing that you guys are going to post about. Just one. If you guys want to come back to your list and do that later, go and do that later. But you each are going to choose one. And then we're going to come back together and you're going to share. Also, I want you guys to share one marketing idea for the month of February, the month of love, the month of Valentine's Day, the Soulmates campaign, whatever it is. I want us to talk amongst ourselves in our tight groups. And then we're going to come back here and share in 10 minutes. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a thumbs up, give me a yes, give me a reaction on the screen. I need to get some interaction from you guys. Okay, cool. The instructions are clear. I put that group chat or that prompt down below. You also see that Instagram reel if you want to watch that just to get some ideas. You guys, these are the things that we want to start talking about. And I'll just give you a quick example of what this looks like from my end. So I obviously work with Roma and I work with Judith. And so what I did is I created a shareable chat with them. Now, obviously I have, my assistants, but this is not too hard to do. So what I did is I pulled up the list of what's happening in River Islands. Now, River Islands in Manteca is growing, but here's my headliner is Lathrop and River Islands new eats arriving in 2026. We got this Redwood Cafe, which is a big deal. The Boathouse is dog shit, so I'm not going to include that. Poke House, Ono Barbecue, Curry Pizza, and this place. Now, we don't have much good food out here, but 88 Bao Bao, dumplings and ramen. This place is straight fire. I've been there a couple of times. My wife has a slight addiction to that place. So these are really, really good places that I want to create a carousel. So what did I do is I said, create me a carousel of these things. And I'm going to put this. Kenny's actually working on one for San Joaquin, other places, Manteca, so on and so forth. But find out what's happening in your local cities, local areas, and let's create some cool shit. So I'm going to break you guys up. Come up with one based on your list, and then one marketing plan for one marketing idea for February. and then we'll come back together and we'll talk about it. So let's stay there until 9:10, and then I'm going to reopen the room. So I'm going to create my breakout rooms now. How many people do I have? All right, cool. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do 7 breakout rooms. I'm going to create. Listen, everyone in the breakout room, commit to this, please. Everyone has a voice. Everybody has a contribution. Is that okay? Good stuff, Ashley? All right, cool. I'm going to go here, open all rooms. You guys go ahead and join your rooms. Have some fun with it. Contribute to the power of the collective wisdom and go and have some fun with this.